And throughout this pandemic, Arizona's management of the state's data has been challenged from all sides. Often, outside analysts and modelers run the numbers and reach conflicting conclusions. 3 months ago, Governor Ducey tried to fire a team from the state's universities over their projections, a decision he reversed after public pressure. There's also been questions about the Arizona Department of Health Services cherry-picking and manipulating stats to support policy decisions to keep Arizona open. This week, there are new questions around a key metric that's guiding decisions to reopen schools and businesses: the percentage of positive tests. It varies depending on where you go to get it. New tonight, ABC 15 data analyst Garrett Archer and reporter Nicole Griggs show us the missing data is leading to different conclusions. And the question, how do we know who to trust?
That answer isn't easy, and that's because the state's numbers differ from these national tracking websites for the percentage of positive tests here in Arizona. Arizona is missing key important data to get a true number of the state's positivity rate. The reason, not all the labs are reporting the same way. Some enter their numbers electronically to Arizona's Department of Health Services. Others fax them in.
The health department is deciding to just dismiss that data.
Will Humble is the state's former top public health director. The current director, Dr. Kara Christ, used to report to him. She told azcentral.com this week, in part, that data entry is not the department's priority. Humble says it would likely take 4 to 5 people to temporarily input the missing data manually.
It might take some data entry. Just to me, doesn't seem like it is a good idea. So my suggestion is to just hire some temps. I mean, we did that all the time when I ran the state health department and we had a special project.
Most of the data the state is missing are negative test results. This is important because
this is what's been sort of the hang up, is that because they're adding in these positives and not the negatives to go with it, it makes everybody assume that Arizona's percent positive is higher than it is.
ABC 15 data analyst Garrett Archer goes through the numbers daily. He has talked to ADHS several times about giving us all the data.
While they have never made a commitment to us that they were going to report the negatives, what they did make at the time was a commitment to give us an ability to see which ones were from the electronic reporting system so that we could take out the positives that could possibly be messing with our calculation. They did at least do that.
As for which percent positivity should we believe, the state says at the end of last week, Arizona is at a 6% positivity. That number is different than national tracking websites like Johns Hopkins University that says the rolling average is just under 10%, which is also different than University of Arizona professor Dr. Joe Gerald. He wrote in his latest Arizona report, quote, "The test positive percentage is 9%, which is above the recommended 3 to 5%.
It's not as if one approach is right or wrong. They just tend to lead to different numbers, with the Johns Hopkins approach leading to a higher test positive percentage on average because of their methodology. And the Arizona Department of Public Health tends to lead to a lower test positive percentage. And so the truth likely lies somewhere in between the two values.
I asked the governor's office if they will make ADHS report negatives from labs that are not reporting into that electronic system. They say they're working to onboard additional labs into that system. Reporting in Phoenix, Nicole Griggs, ABC 15, Arizona.